Okie dokie. Just had to deal with a spider in my room, and I dealt with that way better than I'm dealing with these actual fish in a video game. But the fish are huge, to be fair. Like, to my credit, these things are terrifying. Not those. These. But yeah. The thing I want to go and check quick at the beginning of this run is just a test, and if I get fished, I get fished. So be it. I need to test if in my spacesuit, maybe not in the ship, but in the suit at least. There we are. Can I essentially want to check if you can float past them. So if you give yourself enough proportion away from them, like originally, do you have enough like velocity essentially to just float yourself past them without them realizing you're there? Because they're blind, like we know that. We're actually aware of that piece of information. And we know that's important, or else they wouldn't tell us. It's just implementing that knowledge is scary to me. But I need to brain this instead of be terrified of this. Who the fuck put fish in space? I thought I'd be safe from, like, fucking space fish. But no. Fuckers are like, you know what would be cool? A big-ass Lost Woods-ass planet with loads of mist in it, so you can't see what you're doing, which is the main thing that triggers my, like, fear of open water, is not being able to see what stuff's in it. And then just dead-ass being like, oh yeah, also, there'd be gigantic motherfucking anglerfish in here that swallow you whole if they hear you. So, you know, have fun. So yeah, I know that's him. The thing I want to know, and I'm not happy about it. Oh man. What? Okay, get a bit further in. And then hold your ground. What? Why did the lights disappear when you're not in your ship? What's all that about? I don't understand. There we go. So essentially what I want to test is, can I get close enough to the giant fish boy while just in my spacesuit floating around? Like very lightly tapping thrusters, if that. Does he trigger onto me? I'm hoping the answer is no. Although, if I'm going to do this at all, I might as well just go and... Yeah, if I'm doing this at all, I might as well just go for the big boy. And by that I mean, just go for the red portal. Because we're already out and about, we're already as exposed as we're getting. Just play little fish, stick to the walls, be very quiet, hope that your tiny thrusters turning yourself around like these little air pops that you can hear. I think they call it like ACS. I don't know what that stands for, but that's some Kerbal Space Program like knowledge. And hope that these quiet ass thrusters, if any, are enough to get us past the fucking starting army. Because I can hear him. That's the terrifying part, is being able to hear them, I think, for me. But at the very least, like, my just person thrusters are very, very quiet. Like, I can barely hear them. So I'm hoping my theory stands. That as long as you're very light on these thrusters, you might just be able to go past them. Because this isn't a thing you would think of naturally to do. And man, in there is terrifying. I probably, if I was going to do this, should have gone and actually thrown my scout onto where the Nomai ship is. Instead of, you know, just being a dingus and coming here instead to throw myself into the fishy jaws of doom. I'm going to turn the game down slightly, just in case. Slow down. Because these are basically just big sleepy babies. They're just big sleepy fucking terrifying babies. The other downside of just being in my suit is that firing my scout is bad. Because it'll launch me, like, backwards. I don't know if it's still just the red point I'm trying to get to, but I think that's the case. Come on, you've got this far. So I know they're blind. They literally cannot see me. I know that. That doesn't make what I'm trying to do here any less terrifying. Oh my god. And the fact I can hear them is... like... this hurts me, okay? This, like, genuinely hurts parts of my body to do. But I literally think I just need to not hit anything, not hit them, even though they seem to get whacked by the scouts and not give a fuck. Oh my god, they're so scary. They're so scary. Oh my god. I'm getting closer to this roof and I don't like it. I'm trying to fire myself downwards. And it's taking all the restraint I have to not just press the X button to match velocity. Because I know that's the bad. Oh my god. But this is closer than I was with my ship before. I really should have fired my probe to where I needed it. These things are... they did a really good job designing these things, because, like... I'll reiterate for anybody who doesn't know. I hate fish. I'm not a massive fan. Just in general. Not a fan of these aquaborn bastards. I'm gonna try and go this way. It's weird that the fish are just kind of like asleep. Or they sound like they're asleep. I don't want to go by the front of them. I know they're blind. But I still don't want to go by the front of them. But I also don't want to touch down. Because I'm afraid the noise of me hitting the ground will trigger them. So I want to try and stick to the walls and avoid them. Very quietly. And if they lock onto me, so be it. Like, I'll get fucking eaten, fuck it. But until then, I think as long as I'm extremely quiet, they don't care about me. Hopefully they don't hear my suit beeping at me. Well, that's not just my astronaut man breathing heavily, that's me breathing heavily, because I hate every aspect of this. Like, I can't tell how far away I am from these guys. But, if nothing else, I think, theory proven, I can just come in here with my little ACS thrusters and be fine. Next part is, the fuck is this? Come on, ship, just update. Give me anything. Okay, so these are just the eggs. Okay, so. That took like all the courage I could muster, and I did it without doing the important part. But, as far as I'm concerned, theory confirmed. As long as you're very slow about it, and very quiet, just in your suit and not in your ship, you can get by these fish bastards. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Breathe a gasp, and take a deeper one, because, I'm sorry, my man, but we are going back there. One thing I do find funny is that the main reason that this is, like, a finicky and terrifying process is that the game's controls are fit for purpose, honestly, after using them for quite a while now. But in tiny, narrow spaces where I feel like if you let your thrusters go over, like, halfway full, to, like, full throttle, giant fish monsters in space will come and eat your ass. That makes the controller issues, like, less endearing and more, oh my god, I'm going to die because of your controls. And I can't tell if that's intentional or not. I still wonder if we've actually done everything on Timberhearth. Like, we did most things on it as far as I know. But I don't know if we did everything. I'm glad that I'm doing this part properly after I've basically recovered from being sick. Because, man, needed to cough near these dudes knowing that I need to... Not in the game I need to be quiet about it, but needing to cough in real life would just make me so anxious. And as you can tell, I'm already doing fine on that as things are. I'm already anxious enough about everything. But yeah, enough lollygagging. If we do finally get to the vessel, which is, again, what we've been trying to do for this entire night, let's just fucking get to it. So first things first, this escape pod. All the way over there? You kidding me? Fine. There's that one, and I'm pretty sure that one's our fish friend. Again, as long as we're quiet, I don't think fish friend cares about us. Whether or not that's in the suit or the ship, I think is a distance thing, honestly. But again, reenact the No My Children. Just stick to the walls, stay away from them, and they'll probably leave you alone. Go near them, and well, you've seen. I am very tempted to maybe make like a highlight clip, because I've not done a highlight clip in a while, of just me getting got by that fish and putting up the thumbnail as being like the actual definition of whatever fear I have, like the fear of fish. Like finding like the actual Wikipedia page for it and just having that be the thumbnail, I think would be kind of funny. That still terrifies me whenever I see these giant pieces of ice float around. Okay, so bottom left is what we're after here. And at least I've been in here enough times now to kind of get a feel for where each of the fish is, for at least how deep into each of the loops, or each of the orbs I've been. If I was smarter, I could probably just figure myself out towards the... not the beacon itself, but the grave site. Because there's the escape pod, and they followed these lights. Yeah, I can see the lights down here already. So all I need to do is go down here and fire a pod. Still being quiet, because I think we're kind of, not super close, but in the vicinity of one of these fish boys. And if we're trying to do this right, we might as well try and do it right. But what I will do is I won't go all the way out to like the first layer. I'll just keep going in towards the actual red layer that's in here. Now, if this goes down how it went before, I do apologise, my friends, but I got business to attend to. I can't believe I just stuck one of them before. There we go. So the No My vessel is just right there. I need to cough again. God damn it. I really don't like the feeling of like phlegm in your throat for how often I have it, which is very annoying. So I can drive my ship over there at least. Let's get out of here. Because I need as much oxygen as I can to make this journey. Because I could just fly there in my suit without needing to get out of here first. But I don't want to do that. So fish above, fish below. So as long as I stay in the middle, should be kind of fine. Okay, fish is all the way over there, actually. So yeah, let's get into this red bit, at least. And then make a move. Get rid of that. Don't need that shit. As long as we're dodging the ice, I think we're okay. So time and space works real fucking weird in here. So just be careful. Shh. Everything's fine. And even if the fish do trigger onto you, I think from what Feldspar said, as long as you're quiet about it and they don't get you with their first slow kind of like run towards you, because by the seams of it, from the only time I've been got, it seemed like it just kind of picked the direction it heard a noise from and swam forwards, with its jaw open to try and catch prey. I'm assuming... Oh shit. So yeah, this is just straight up the same, and I can see my scout's signal. It's up there in the top left. I don't want to use... You know what, I'm not going to use my thrusters at all. I was going to try and align the ship so it just stays where it is, but I think that's a bad idea. I think I literally just need to So, probably makes sense to go upwards past these guys, but I'm going to try and go through basically where my thing's looking at the minute. And I know I can use some, not all, but the lightest amount of my suit's thrusters to try and get by these guys. And my ACS that doesn't use fuel, that just orients me, I think I'm okay with as long as I only tap it. So I'm just going to try and kind of moderately hold forwards and hope that they don't sense me. Because again, they're blind. The only thing they can do is hear you. In fact, I'm not even holding my thrusters, I'm just moving at the minute. Oh man, hearing them next to me is the worst. I hate it in here. And I'm not just like playing it up for like laughs or content or anything like that. Anyone who knows me knows that that's some fucking bullshit if you think that. I am actively terrified in here. Being surrounded by literal carnivorous space fish, like carnivorous space anglerfish as well, is probably up there in like the top 10 things that I wished I never had to do. However, this place is cool. I will grant it that. I also considered earlier, because like I said before, I've been editing the original footage that I did from the first PlayStation, and I was wondering, like, okay, why would there be fish here? Because this place wasn't always just like this. It wasn't like this Dark Bramble stuff. It was actually an ice planet. And there's been 2 aquaborne creatures that we've found here, being the fish, which I believe these are the eggs of, which is cool. And that explains why they were so protective of this place, because it's their nesting grounds. But yeah, we found the jellyfish that we've only seen in ice, like encased in it, and then like on Dark Bramble, not Dark Bramble, fucking what's the name? Giant Steep. But it makes sense for stuff to be on Giant Steep and be fine. So I can only assume that on the planet that used to be here before the seed pushed it apart, like inside it, the only things that really survived, because anglerfish are only at like the deepest parts of the ocean anyway, because it says that they only like low atmosphere, then they can kind of just survive here and have adapted to survive here. And the jellyfish were just frozen and then woke up on the planet where they could actually survive on Giant Steep once they'd got there in like the shards of ice. Okay. Enough fucking theory crafting about other bullshit that no longer matters. We have finally, it has taken us, like, how many times? I think the 3rd thing, or maybe the 2nd thing I did in this game was try and come to fucking Dark Bramble. And finally, it has taken us ages. We're finally here. God damn. Now let's see if it was worth it. Let's see what is what. So with each of these struts hanging off of this thing, yeah, these are all escape pods. They just got caught in the bramble. I don't think I can even get in these. I'm hoping there aren't anglerfish around here either, because I've done the hard part. Let me just explore. Leave me alone. Scout, come back. Hold up. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, all these guys took a hit, huh? I swear to God, if there's anglerfish in the ship, the game's going off. I'm gonna take things very slowly because I have a sneaking suspicion I could be right. Because if I was anglerfish, and they live everywhere in here, I'd be in here. 3 minutes of oxygen. There's got to be oxygen somewhere in here. What's going on up here? Oh, is this the broken warp core? Okay. No fishes in here. Yes, oxygen. Suck my dick. We got in here. We finally made it. I'm sorry, my dude. Right, let's find some info. Oh man, there's a lot of these control orb ball things around. Just fucking stop moving around so much. Right. Writing. We're here for a reason. Let's get it. Okay, it's not been story time with Rico for a while. Let's go. Hold up. This is Kana again. To any of my clans whose vessels can hear this message, it's clear the universe is dying. Okay. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the glowing galaxy, we found that black rock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, no, you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. That's a different dude. It's good to hear from you, Bromi. We'll watch for your vessel. So these are... What are these guys? Is this just like a message board thing? Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Escal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, the Escal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, my friends. Escal's clan existed, and their story was real. Oh shit. Hold up. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true? Aesop. It was a very long time ago. Wait, is that around? Yeah. But yes, my clan's ancestors searched for Escal's clan for a long time, but in the end none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way, until this one apparently. Aesop, I hope you aren't comparing Escal's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Oh, wait, Neem actually like tuning in. Not yet. Wait. We feared you were gone, okay. Come on. Not yet we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet up with you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clans are safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. So yeah, we've noticed that in the universe, like, popping out and about, is that, like, basically every star is going through what our star is currently about to do. Speaking of which, I need to hurry this up because I don't know how long it took me to get in here. Felix. This is a Skulls vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from inside itself. So Felix was like the driver of this main vessel. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or space flight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying, yo. We need immediate assistance. So yeah, this is... that's them trying to call out for help, but no one ever comes. Because how the hell are they meant to? So I'm assuming this is the warp core. Pick up warp core. Excuse me. What? Wait. What? So this dude was trying to hold this. I can grab this thing, which is concerning. Right. So I'm assuming the way the warp core works is that one side is a black hole and the other side is a white hole, and that's what fuels the ship's ability to warp to and from places, because that's the same way that, like, they use it. What is... I hate that, like, the bottom of my screen, like, tears up a little bit. It doesn't seem to do much of anything. Oh. What does this one do? Sometimes you just forget how to space. Up. What is this? What the? Oh, come on, calm down. Okay, so what are you? I'm confused. Come on. I'm assuming this is some kind of... oh shit. Like password thing almost. What the hell? What a weird thing. So I definitely don't have the information I need to do this right. Oh, there's an underside to here. So I don't know what this side is. I don't know what that's going to mean. But I've got a distinct feeling that the way this is getting ready to pan out is that I need this warp core thing. I need to go and fix it at the Black Hole Forge, which now we finally got here, I'm going to go to next. I need to go to the Black Hole Forge and fix this thing, I'm guessing, and bring it back here. All of that, within the time frame I've got, sounds like a nightmare. And then I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming I need to power it somehow, maybe? I don't know. And I need to find some kind of... like, I'm assuming these are like coordinates or something to use the vessel to get the hell out of here, even though I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Because the vessel's like fused with everything. Yeah, this place is neat. This place is interesting. I'm glad I finally got here. I'm going to be very sad if I don't explore most of it, if not all of it, before... what the fuck? Is that the Eye of the Universe signal? That's another thing we need to kind of go and do still, is try and get on the Quantum Moon, which I think is how you get to here. What is this? Madman Felix. I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. So this is the first time they got it. Skull, this is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately. Skull, wait, I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. I understand. No, you fucking don't. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump afterward. We'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem provided we arrive at or near the signal's source. Everyone, we're ready to warp. I don't think any of you were ready for what happened when you got here. So this is the signal that they found. Okay, I got it. There's definitely not a chance in hell of finding any more fuel in here, so I'm lucky I'm at least with trees at the moment. If I want to explore any more of this place, I need to leave. Can I push one of these trees with me? That way. Oh, is this actually gonna work? Can I just bring this tree with me? Oh man, if this works, I'm gonna be so happy. You're with me, mate. You're my oxygen and my fuel supply now, tree. I don't think this tree itself is refilling my O2 levels anymore. That's not good. That's just like... oh, it's the shadow. Fuck it. we've only got so much time and so much fuel, so hopefully we can find another... Oh. Is that it? Is that all we've got? That can't be the only place you can go on this ship, can it? I'm gonna get some fuel back quick. Cutting it close. That's the first trophy I've ever earned. Wonder what that was for. Is there anything else up here? No, this is just where the message boards were. Well, this has been extremely intriguing. I get the distinct feeling this is where, like, the end game puzzle is gonna be. Like, you need to have enough information to have the right stuff for this, know how to fix this, and power it. And I'm assuming this is gonna be something. I can also hear the song starting to pick up in the background, so I think our time here is almost over. But goddamn, we finally got here. It took us, what, like how many runs? Like I genuinely lost count. But we finally got in here. That's a hell of a... It's a hell of a thing. I don't know if there's anywhere else out here that I would need to go. What the hell? Because I feel like it was just that entrance point that was important. So yeah, each of those like little things at the side were escape pods. So yeah, one escape pod never even got launched, and that's where the other 3 escape pods were attached before they got fired off. Yeah, that's a hell of a thing. We finally made it. We finally got here. I feel like we've been trying to do this for ages. What's going to take me first, the sun or the oxygen? I think it's going to be the sun at this rate. Oh, no, the oxygen's going. Which is it going to be? I think it was the sun. But yeah, I'm really happy. We finally did it. We finally basically did, as far as I know, all of the basic stuff I can do in Dark Bramble. I have a very, very high suspicion that I think the final things you do in the game are going to be basically fixing that ship. I don't think I'm ready to do that yet, though. I don't have the information. I have a sneaking suspicion I need to take that warp core, because you can pick it up. You've got to be able to do something with it. I've got a sneaking suspicion you need to grab that warp core and go and fix it at the Black Hole Forge. But yeah, that was a hell of an episode. We finally did it. I faced my fears. I met a single fishy fate, and then we finally just kind of manned up and got it done. Fucking good job, me. Fuck all y'all.